So, as I was saying, Hellenization, boom, boom, boom. Right, so now what you gotta do now? You gotta go into prophecies, right? You gotta go into prophecies. Now we got the history. We go into prophecies to prove what will that take place. Right? So this is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1. Read about verse 8. So it says, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed, and he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, and four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. And it says, the first was like a lion and had eagle's wings. I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. That was dealing with the Babylonian Empire. Alright? The lion and had eagle's wings. The eagle's wings was the Assyrian Empire. And the Assyrian, the wings thereof were plucked. Alright? It was lifted up from the earth. Right? Reading on. And behold, another beast is second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side. That bear represents the Medes and the Persians. The Persians became more powerful than the Medes. That is why it raised up itself on one side. And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. Now that leopard, alright, that leopard is Alexander the Great. He is the founder of the Greek Empire. Alright, and through him is what we read about. Because that leopard began, that was the Greeks. That was the Greeks. Which were Edomites calling themselves Greeks. So-called white people calling themselves Greeks. And they had something called a Hellenization period. Alright, the Hellenistic period. And this is what it is. The Hellenistic period covers the period of Mediterranean history between the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BC and the emergence of the Roman Empire as signified by the Battle of Actium in 31 BC and the conquest of Ptolemaic Egypt the following year. The ancient Greek word Hellas is the original word for Greece, from which the word Hellenistic was derived. And what that mean? What it did? Alright, what it did in the Hellenistic period, they targeted Israel. Alright, and this is where you could read about in the Maccabees. They targeted Israel, or the kingdom of Judah. Now the word kings, again, they were regular citizens going from captivity to captivity. Alright, they went from the Assyrian captivity, from the Babylonian captivity to the Medo-Persian captivity, and during the captivity of Alexander and them, the Greeks, which brought the most amount of hell on them, this is what was taking place. Alright. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 1, and it came and it happened. What happened? The prophecy, Alexander and them coming into power, it happened. After that, Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians, which was who we read about in Daniel, the 7th chapter. When the bear and it lifted up itself on one side. And the Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. Alexander was the first over Greece, and made many wars and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth. Alright? So now we jump into verse 5. After these things, he fell sick and perceived. So now Alexander was a fierce warrior, and he destroyed. The Most High put the Spirit on him to subdue a lot of nations in a short period of time. And after that, he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them. That is the four that we read about in Daniel. Alright, we read about that in Daniel. Look at right here. Daniel 7 verse 5. Verse 6. It says, after this, I beheld and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. That is who we're reading about here. When he parted his kingdom, he gave it unto his 4 generals. It was Seleucus, Lysimachus, Cassander, and Ptolemy. The more significant ones were Ptolemy and Seleucus, because Israel in between the land of Syria and Egypt. Alright? So them was more dealing with Israel. So when you read in the Bible, you would talk about them more, because the focal point is Israel. Okay? But you could go and read about Cassander, you could go and read about Ptolemy. You know, you do your history, Ptolemy, Cassander, and Lysimachus, do your history on them. And parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. After his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Alright? And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks, which were Edomites, calling themselves Greeks. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, now this is here. Who is this here? This is who? The kingdom of Judah. Because you remember, the kingdom of Israel were already gone. So this is the kingdom of Judah. Now there would have been fragments of tribes of the kingdom of Israel, like you could read in the New Testament, the woman from the tribe of Asher. There would have been remnants of them, but for the majority and the most part, the kingdom of Israel, which is the 10 tribes, already left the land of Israel. Alright? And when you read in the book of 2nd Ezra, they came over here. Now, who was catching all this hell here was the kingdom of Judah. Alright? Who persuading many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much. Oh, shucks. Yes, I'll care about that. You got a phone call you. Yeah. So the kingdom of Judah is who went through all of this. Alright? Verse 11. In those days when there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Alright. Then certain of right no. Right. Right, so right. Right, so let me find where Antiochus. Now we see some Judites from the formerly kingdom known as the kingdom of Judah. From the kingdom known formerly as the kingdom of Judah, regular citizens, now being regular citizens, saw the ways of the Greeks and wanted to follow it. So they left off from their culture and wanted to follow the ways of the Greeks. Now let me read verse from the verse 40. Verse 41 it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. So we see that some people from the kingdom of Judah left off from being Israelites in general and became Hellenized. They wanted the Edomite way of living, which was the more popular way of living back then. They didn't listen to the law was said, follow not a multitude to do evil. They did that, and then the fall, right? So now we seeing where they consented and they went into Hellenization, which is the way of the Greeks. Israelites did that. So when you go into the New Testament, alright, and you see the Gentiles, they were people from the kingdom formerly known as the kingdom of Judah, which ended up becoming regular citizens in heathen kingdoms. Like the kingdom of the Babylonians, the kingdom of the Medo-Persians, the kingdom of the Greeks, the kingdom of the Romans. These were kingly people who fell. And they fell so much that they went into the lifestyle of the people who they fell to. This is what happened to the kingdom of Judah, the great kingdom known as the kingdom of Judah. Alright? For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem, to the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and the holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, should die. Alright? Then jumping to verse 52, then many of the people were gathered unto them, with everyone that forsook the law, and so they committed evils in the land. Alright? So, we're seeing people from the kingdom of Judah committing evils, doing wickedness. So now, when you fast forward from 323 BC to the Apostle Paul's time in 46 AD, 50 some AD, Yahweh's time, because the focal point in time, as we just check it, is from the before Yahweh to after Yahweh, BC and AD. From before Yahweh, it counting down. When Yahweh reached, it started count up. So 323 BC to 1 BC to 3 BC, that's how it went. So I 330 years gone. And then when it reached 2 BC, and then 1 BC or 1 AD, that is when Yahushua came on the scene and it counted up. So he's the focal point. Now, see now he's the focal point. See now he's the focal point. When in his time, when he came on the scene, he started to wake up the disciples. These Israelites who were once up here as kings and fell, because all around this time in here, so Sadok and all of them, Matan and Eliud and Eliezer and all of them, they would have been going through, right? So you see the talk about Babylon, they would have been going through different kingdoms, different empires rising up and putting the people in slavery. The Greeks, alright, the Romans, Jacob, Joseph, they were in the Roman Empire. They were around the time of the Roman Empire. Joseph and them, Yahushua in the Roman Empire. Okay? That's why the Apostle Paul, all of them, Peter, David, no Peter is David, see that is spirit. Peter, Paul, James, John, all of them, in the time of the Roman Empire. Okay? That's why you could read about Herod. That's why you could read about Pontius Pilate. You could read about Tiberius. Tiberius, right? Claudius. It speaks about him. It speaks about in the book of Luke, the 3rd chapter. It speaks about Mark, I put Luke. Sorry. Luke, the 3rd chapter. It speaks about, yes, Tiberius Caesar. It speaks about Pontius Pilate, Philip the Tetrarch. All of them was Greek Roman dignitaries. And that was the time in the Israelites, alright, or the formerly kingdom known as the formerly kingdom of Judah, who were just being called Jews, who were being called scribes, Pharisees, all of them different set of things. This is the time period they were in. So that is what happened to the kingdom of Judah. They end up falling, and they end up going from captivity to captivity, serving slavery to these other nations and them. And some of them left off from worshipping the Heavenly Father, right? And what they did, they started to follow Greekish ways. This is why in the New Testament you will read scriptures such as, there is neither Jew nor Greek. In the book of Galatians, 3rd chapter, 27th verse, the 28th verse, you will read, there is neither Jew nor Greek. Why Greek? Why Greek? Why there is neither Jew nor Greek? Why is there neither Jew nor Persian? Why is it neither Jew nor Mede, or Jew or Babylonian? But it says Greek because during the time of the Greek Empire was the great Hellenization of the people, and plenty Israelites were Hellenized. A lot of them. And you're talking about a time period between of around 300 plus years. So what do you think they would be think? What do you think they would be doing now? Worshipping the same gods as the Greeks and living like Greeks? That is what they were doing. The kingdom of Judah ended up getting dispersed and going into the Greek ways and Greek living. So when Paul said there's neither Jew nor Greek, hey, all these Israelites too. But then I no Jew and then I no Greek. What all they come from Jacob loins. It says there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Yahweh Mashiach. Alright? All you come from your Jacob loins, and once all you believe in Yahweh Shai, it says, and if you be Yahweh Shai, then are ye Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. Once all you believe in Yahweh Shai, all you're safe. It don't matter who all you're calling all yourself now. All you're Jacob trend. Alright? So the Gentiles in the New Testament is Israelites who actually lost their identity. For the most part, they were Jews or the kingdom of Judah that had been going through various captivities and get dispersed and following the ways of the heathen. Alright? So hopefully it was long and hopefully been edified. You know, I don't, for the sake of time, for the sake of time, I will stop because we'll go on whole day, but I had to go get ready to go to the plantation there. So if anything, I'll come back with more. Shalom.